don't fit in. Now, let me start this whole podcast off by letting you know this is my opinion. This is the opinion of Freeman. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Daniel Freeman putting out another spectacular podcast on game. Okay, I don't want anybody to get offended by it because this is my angle towards life. You know what I'm saying? There's many ways to the mountaintop, brother. You choose your lane, I'll take mine. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rich and I see the top. But I want cats to know about this whole fitting in thing that seems to be like step 2 in your hustle. You know, this isn't something that comes from the cats on the street. This is something that comes from the cats who got college degrees, okay? This is their angle, and you're not talking to someone who's envious or hate or jealous of this cat. You know what I mean? These type of cats in this kind of angle. It's really me just saying, what's the use? You know? A lot of cats, when they start off in their hustle, you know, what I like to call college-bound hustles. When they start off, they go through the same basic blueprint, and they all do it. You know, don't get it twisted. I'm going to get me a set of cards. I'm going to get me a suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get me, it's like they went to Morehouse or something. They got their resume in the back of the car. You know what I'm saying? Always ready to get put on. But this is a key component of their hustle. Okay? This whole fitting in. So you're going to see cats who tell you, why, we should play golf because you should go ahead and mingle with people. For what? Okay, I keep throwing for what's in there. You need to, you know what I'm saying, join this social group so you can meet more people. For what? You know, you need to, you know what I'm saying, be affiliated with this fraternity. For what? You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a good example, partner. When do you see the Koreans, the Pakistanis, wherever y'all happen to dwell in Bell Dog, where do you see these cats mingling with you or mingling with anybody else? See, in our community, because we got so many people who don't got chips and don't know nothing about chips, and all they got is the blueprint to chips, you know what I'm saying? They don't have any real original thought when it comes to getting chips. They just think it's time for me to dress a certain way, talk a certain way, walk a certain way. It's time for me to bring my showpiece of a girl to the thing. It's time for me to learn Spanish. It's time for... And all that got nothing to do with nothing, partner. You know what I'm saying? It has much more to do with these cats trying to fit in. See, this is the mistake of money. You know what I'm saying? Is that most cats do not understand that most people who are making money do not socialize like that. They don't have time. They're trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? They don't go and sit at these events. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like trying to get to the Wizard of Oz and Emerald City and, you know what I'm saying? Follow the yellow brick road, homie, and going that, you know what I'm saying? It's a big, you know, hustle, con, to get you cats to go and follow the yellow brick road. To get y'all cats all to do the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's to get put on. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can like everything my boss likes. And then, you know what? He's going to put me on. He's going to give me a better job. Let me see if I can have something in cahoots, you know what I'm saying, with Bill Gates. Then he can put me on. Let me see if I can crash the party with Obama so he can put me on. You know what I'm saying? Let me dress the part. But the game with money, and this is something that I got to tell you straight up, the game with money is not like that. You know what I'm saying? The game with money is I can stand on the corner and move a whole bunch of Michelin tires. You know what I'm saying? I can go do 1 million oil changes. Who do I need to fit in with? Why is that something that people think is really part of business? Fitting in with people. Getting put on. You know what I'm saying? And then they tell you, oh, you know, Freeman, if you were, you know what I'm saying? If you were Alpha, Omega, Kappa, you know what I'm saying? Like I care, partner. You know what I'm saying? That don't have nothing to do with my chips. All these things that people think, that what are they coming up with? They don't have nothing to do with my chips. They don't put no chips in my pocket in 010. You dig? None. Cats think it's, but let me throw the other side of the hustle on you, because I'm your main cat who get this all the time. Freeman, you're kind of an introvert. I don't think I sound like an introvert. Do I sound like I'm quiet to y'all? Freeman, you just, you're shy. You don't trust people. And look, anybody who trusts anybody when it comes to money is a damn fool. You're lucky I didn't curse even harder on it. You know what I'm saying? This is competition. This is a contact sport we in, partner. And these cats are over here talking like we at the UN. You know what I'm saying? That we setting up trade agreements. Or this is a kumbaya fest. You know what I'm saying? We make deals. We don't make friends. Let me repeat that so you understand what money's about. We make deals. We don't make friends. Why would I want one of my friends to be someone who I have to exchange chips with? Because as soon as the chips dry up, it's going to spoil our friendship. Do not mix the two. Do not swap the spit. Do not fit in. I ain't telling you to go out there and look like you some kind of rebel without a cause. I ain't telling you to come out here on the white boy angle. You know what I'm saying? Don't wear dress shoes. I ain't talking about none of that craziness. I'm talking to you about the fallacy that is put up in front of us, like we need to fit in. Like we need to go play golf. You dig? Like we need to learn how to do the waltz or the Charleston. Do the hustle. Do. You know what I'm saying? You got cats going about this bass backwards into this game, and they think they really gonna be about money because every time they hang around with other cats who make money. Why do I need to hang around other cats that make money? Because they're gonna think they're gonna give me some opportunity? Because you think somebody gonna put me on? There's a possibility of getting put on? Why doesn't the cat who owned McDonald's, why Ray Kroc or all these cats, you think they over mingle? Why they ain't at your damn network meetings? You know what I'm saying? Where are these cats with the real chips? See, what I'm trying to get you to understand, man, it's an inferior position for us to even put that into the way we go about doing things. It's a stupid position. It's a little kid's position. You know what I'm saying? Let me go be nice to mom so she'll give me some ice cream. Let me go help my daddy because then he'll help me to buy a bike. Let me butter him up so he lets me go to the dance. We still got teenage game being applied to chips. Okay? And the main reason why this is because so many of these cats come out of college and they don't have no hustle, so they go and read somebody's book on basic understanding of chips from some cornball cat who ain't never did nothing, who ain't never strived for nothing, who ain't never struggled for nothing. You dig? We got cats like that in this world. You know what I'm saying? Taking another man's word for how to do it when he know he don't come from the same kind of soil. You know what I'm saying? He didn't touch the ground like these cats did. Why would I be following Donald Trump when Donald Trump is a second generation rich kid? I gotta get rich to follow Trump. I ain't following that idiot in the beginning. He ain't telling me how to get from the ground up. So why would I be doing what he says to do? Go ahead and network. Go ahead and show your value to people. Go ahead and do it. This is stupid. I said it, quote it, write it on your head, partner. I said it. It's stupid. Because if you're not at the level where big chips need to be, where deals need to be made, you are wasting your time to go out here and introduce yourself and give somebody a car when you can absolutely do nothing for this cat. So the only reason why you there is to get put on, to introduce yourself. You might as well marry their daughter, partner. If you're going to go about doing it that way, go ahead and marry little Melanie or Penelope. You understand what I'm saying? Go marry somebody cooking flour, you dig? Go ahead and do that. But these cats are lying. And it's my duty to tell you that it's unnecessary. Because I don't see the Cambodian cats coming over in there. I don't see the Chinese cats coming in there. I don't see the Korean cats coming in there. Trying to get put on by everybody. But in our group, in our race, in our culture, it seems to be the norm. Let me tell you where this really comes from, because I gotta, really straight lace you with what's going on here. This comes from an intellectual point of view. Intellectual, when I say intellectual, take it as being derogatory, right? Intellectual meaning I know how to do, but I'm not going out there and doing it. I can write a book on it, but I ain't doing it yet. You understand what I'm saying? This is what an intellectual, he has theories about stuff, but he ain't gonna do nothing about it. Well, guess what he tell you, dude? He's a doctor. He's a lawyer. He's a whatever. You know what I'm saying? Summa cum laude. And his idea of getting put on, and this is why it's a networking thing. The networking angle is a professional way of doing it, and a professional, you know what I'm saying, person who wants to get put on. So what do? It's a scientist. He's developing a cancer vaccine. He wants to fly to Oslo, Norway, and sit down with the other cancer vaccine cats. And then they're going to come. But see, that's in a professional manner. They're trying to cooperate and do something. What does that got to do with you? Well, I mean, I'm just asking. I could be wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that got to do with me. To be sitting around a whole bunch of cats who we can all exchange cards. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to fit into this game. Money don't fit in. Money takes over. You see what I'm saying? Let me say that over to you, because I don't know if y'all cats heard me when I said money doesn't fit in. Money takes over. When you got enough money, people invite you to stuff. You understand? It's not the other way around, where you're trying to mingle with people and tell them how good you are. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of it, because when I go and sit down with some of you cats, and you know what I'm saying, when I used to be out there in New York, and you know what I'm saying, DC, and all these cats, because usually, I don't know if it's filtering down to a younger generation. It used to be the older one, where they would say, you need to meet all these people, because Freeman, you're a lawyer, you need to talk to all these people. What the hell that got to do with me making money? You know what I'm saying? What are they gonna do for me? Recommend me to somebody I can sue? I mean, what are they gonna do for me? You gotta understand that this is a waste, and it's coming from the intellectuals. And the intellectuals, like I said, is a cat who knows something but ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So don't listen to them. We coming from the ground up. We starting from $200 in our pocket. Why do we have to mingle? We starting from $10,000 in our pocket. Why do we have to mingle? I don't see the cat at the donut shop mingling. Do you? I don't see anybody who doing anything where there is really cash in their pocket is out here mingling. You only looking at cats who have or work for somebody else. See, when I used to work at this place, big company, when I used to be a compliance officer, cats used to, Freeman, you need to go down to this thing and talk to the people and get to know them, and you know what I'm saying. And I went and did it because it was my job to pretty much, you know what I'm saying, pimp myself out as a representative of a devil, you dig? That's what they wanted me to do. To go out there and be this young, bright spot that comes from this company, representation to them. So I'm going out shaking hands with cats. I don't even like these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Talking about things that don't amount to nothing. So I guess I'm supposed to be happy in myself that I'm smart and I sit around smart people. But I'm a Compton kid. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna follow that one. You know what I'm saying? I know there's chips in the air. I know it's out there. You dig what I'm saying? I know the chips are out there. And why would I be wasting my time? See, some of you cats don't know the way. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to get you to understand is, just because you don't know the way, don't follow these suckers down the yellow brick road of nowhere. Everybody want to go gas the great Oz. How do we? You know what I'm saying? Don't follow these suckers. They ain't got no chips in their pocket. They lying. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, let me say this to you so I don't get no hate mail. This is my opinion, all right? I might have to put IMO in front of the podcast so you cats know who do this stuff on the internet. IMO, Daniel Freeman said it this way. You gotta understand these cats are lying. And for a black man, a black woman, for us not to be thinking about, stop wasting our time, stop wasting our steps, stop wasting our life, walking into these situations trying to make sure people appreciate. What the hell I care you appreciate me, partner? And I ain't no 5-year-old little kid coming in here so everybody can clap when I walk across the stage. You out your mind. See, this is what they not teaching you when you read these books. Over here, you trying to fly under the radar so nobody don't know that you black. You trying to assimilate. You trying to get in there and be good with everybody for no damn reason. I have yet to see somebody. In fact, I shake your hand on the street, partner, because you see me and you know the way my eyes look. I ain't playing them games. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be sitting here in my jeans and a baseball cap, partner, with $1 million in my pocket than sitting over there like you in a penguin suit, hoping to get noticed, hoping to get chose. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me get back to the main subject here. Let me give you the basic reason why we need to cut this out. What the majority of us are going to do does not require everybody else. You're going to start a barbershop, a beauty salon, you're going to start an oil change, you're going to start a regular business pot even when you're selling cupcakes, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to homeboy at everydaycooking.com. Check him out. He got a cupcake company up there in Chicago doing big things. I'm proud of my partner over there doing big things up there, but you know what I'm saying? Check these cats out and ask yourself, or do they have to network? Do they have to mingle with people? Do they have to fit in? And some of you cats I'm offending because you think I'm not relating networking. Networking to me, let me put it simply. Business is about deals. Business is not about friendship. Anyone who tells you that is a lie. You know what I'm saying? You not trusting people is a good emotion to have. Okay? You taking care of everything 100% your way to make sure you are the Rock of Gibraltar coming into this game is a smart move. Because these cats are not here for your best interest. And if you ever walked into any situation, when I was a kid, we grew up in a gang neighborhood. If I walked across the street and these cats didn't have my best interest in mind, I put my dukes up. You dig? This is the way the game is. But the intellectuals want us to go about this game backwards. And let me tell you why I get so pissed on it. Because you know I have to do my duty and let you know. The reason why I get pissed at it is because you're just giving money back to the same people that treat you bad by going over there and asking them and hoping to get put on. And you know what I'm saying? This is the stupidity. How do you are you going to accumulate any power and any say in this world if you're sitting over here begging? Your whole life is begging. And then these cats walk around like they men. You know what I'm saying? That they begging people. You know. So I don't want the rest of y'all to go down that road. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats don't know how powerful they are. Let me give you a good example. When I was in law school with my partners, right? There's only like a couple of us. Wasn't too many black people there. You know what I'm saying? And I was the only cat. I'm sitting there saying, man, you know, once we get this thing, man, we should just, you know, open up shop and go out there. We got the license. What are we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to work for Cracker John and Bob. I don't want to work for them. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to act like that. But these cats, they think, oh, well, who's gonna teach us? We're gonna teach ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna give us a chance? We don't have to get no chance. We got the license. See, to me, this is what cats don't get about having an education. It's a gun, homie. You know what I'm saying? People think it's a free pass. It's a VIP pass. It's not. It's a gun. You understand? And the rest of these cats, when they apply their education, they think it's I'm gonna get into VIP. I'm gonna mingle with people. And I'm coming in thinking, partner, you gonna let me in or somebody dying? I ain't playing these games with you, homie. I ain't playing. Come over here and make a 5-year plan of fitting in. If I get to know Squeaky Earl, and I get to go know Jane Jonah Jameson over at the Daily Bugle, and I get to know, you know what I'm saying? This is what trying to fit in, and you don't have to. It'll be better for your high blood pressure, partner. Is doing wonders for me, because I get to vent. And when a cat try to cross me, it's hell to pay, partner. You know what I'm saying? We're not playing them games. I ain't trying to fit in. I don't want to mingle with you. I don't care about your damn bar mitzvah. I don't even care about a damn Jewish holiday. I ain't Jewish. What the hell I care? This is what I want you to get. That you don't have to fit in. And everyone who teaches us that we need to fit in is a damn lie. Because nobody's trying to fit in with you. Nobody's sitting here every morning trying to say, what is the black people going to think of this? They just roll it on out there and say, deal with it. And then we got all these saps to the game, suckers to the game, telling you that we should go and be as agreeable as possible. Let me do the best I can and make you cats understand what I'm really trying to say to you. If you do for self, there's no one else that we have to impress. All those things that they taught us when we were little kids, in order to do well as a black person, you have to do twice as hard and go half as far. That's because they don't know money. You know what I'm saying? The cats who sit there and complain, you're gonna see a lot of cats out here complain. I'm educated, I can do this. Why nobody hiring me? Because you can't do for self. You know what I'm saying? I'm smart, I'm agreeable, I'm this, I know the King's English, I don't even speak Ebonics. Man, I don't even chuck a deuce when I see cats on the street. I don't speak no slang. I don't listen to Pac. I don't listen to Jeezy. Lil Wayne and them get on my nerve. I listen to Manilow. Cats change their whole appearance, you dig, to fit in. And this is not jumping out some of you cats, because y'all not all going to that extreme. But y'all know y'all all sacrificing who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Putting on a different mask to go in there. You're gonna die at 65, partner. Go ahead and sign your checks over to Freeman, you dig? I'm gonna be here for a while, man. I got enough anger in me to keep pushing for, you know what I'm saying, years. And I ain't no stupid, person out here not taking care of myself, young partner. I'm out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? But what I want you to get is, for everybody listening, for your cats overseas doing it, it's a waste. Get your money. You'll be surprised how much when you start making money, you don't even need to talk to people. You're gonna have to get out yourself and go and mingle and go meet women still, and still go out and hang with your partners, because if the chips are rolling in, you don't have time for this. You know what I'm saying? It's an intellectual way of getting money, of getting put on. You don't have to fit in. I have no intentions on fitting in. You know what I'm saying? When you see me, when you meet me, you're going to see that I ain't trying that hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to make chips, man. You know what I'm saying? These cats that you meet on growing up, coming up, they're going to give you a lot of advice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to filter through it and say, that's just not my life. If you out here trying to start, I'm just telling you, even if you're starting to telecommunications company, you can hire other people to do this stuff, okay? Even if you coming out with a new kind of car, let somebody else do this stuff who want to fit in. You don't see these cats coming in there and mingling. See, the thing is, to me, and this is the part that bothers me the most, these cats are, you see a lot of cats going to these events, and I don't see nothing coming out of it, except that they feel good that they win. I feel good when I go to a football game. I feel good when the Lakers win, partner. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get how these cats want to tell you that that's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? That by having all these people. See what they're telling you, if I said it's an intellectual thing, it's the cart before the horse. We ain't even to that point yet. And when you get there, you probably have some employees that are better at it than you. Pimp them out like they pimped me out when I was young in the game, before I figured out how I don't need to be out here acting like being proud that I got my own office. Being proud that, you know what I'm saying, that I represent the company and I work for a good company. You think, man, you're like, this cat smoking crack. Every time somebody tell me one of them things, man, I look at them like, you know what I'm saying, you smoking crack, man. Don't be coming up to me telling me who you work for like that makes something. You a punk. Hey, I didn't mean to call you a punk. That's just how I ain't got kid. I don't care nothing about who you work for. If you run the company, hey man, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? If you really doing something, I'm listening. You telling me what Sprint Nextel doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I want you to know that you don't have to fit into this game. It's just unnecessary, man. It's something that people do when they don't got no plan. It's something that has been driven into these books, reinforced by people who never got nothing. Go read the people who are doing stuff and see if they mention in their books, in their memoirs, in their speeches, how many networking events they went to. Or see if they didn't tell you that after they already had a whole bunch. And then everybody coming up to Mr. Trump and saying, can you put me on? I need to start a cigar company. Do you want to be a joint venture? We at the bottom of the barrel, partner. We got to build. And we can't be making no mistakes trying to go out here and get to know the rabbi. You dig? It's just a waste of time. Let me just say this, and then I'm going to end it, because you know what I'm saying, I know I've been all over the place on this one, but I didn't have time to organize. Happy New Year, partner. You know what I'm saying? But, the thing I want you to get is, do what's necessary to make money. Okay? That's all you got to do in this life. Do what's necessary to make money. If that requires you to wear a suit, wear it. You understand? If you are in the networking thing and you're throwing events that other networking people should come to, then you should be networking, because you should be getting the word out about your company that you're setting up these kind of things. For the rest of these cats out in this industry, the rest of these cats out in this world, who think that every day I need to meet new people, you never know when they're going to come in handy. Cats act like they found $2 in their jeans last week. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh man, I leave $2 in my jeans. I haven't worn those jeans, man. I got $2. They don't need it. This is an exercise in stupidity. And nobody's going to tell you this, because they want you to keep doing it. So when you get out of college, you know what they're going to tell you to do? Go ahead and get yourself a suit, and go ahead and keep your resume in your back of your car. And when you see somebody and there's an opportunity, run out to your car like the slave you are, and come back in and say, I'm a good worker, son. I'm a good worker. Do for self. We don't have to fit in. The farmer who grows his own crops don't have to come to the market, you dig? The person who runs his own company don't have to mingle. You know, I don't need to get put on. I go to make deals. I don't go to jaw jack with people. I ain't popping bubbly with people. And I know you're sitting there listening to me saying, but that's because, Freeman, you an angry cat. I ain't angry. I'm really a happy cat, man. Sometimes I'm at the beach. It was 72 degrees today out here on the west. It was lovely. You dig? It was a nice day. No snow on our side, partner. But you gotta understand, it's not an anger thing. I want you to get it so you don't waste not one step. You dig? It's unnecessary. It's just really unnecessary. And all these cats that got you fitting in, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be sitting around like the rest of these cats who go to this event and this event and this event and this event, and that's all you know about them. You know, that cat is out there hustling. But let's not use hustling, okay? Let's use hustle like he's getting conned. Because if nothing show for what you do, you losing. Period. I don't care what it is. If you the most Casanova cat and I don't see you with no women and you ain't getting, you losing. It don't mean nothing. I'm just telling you, as a black man, from black to black, you dig? If we know what's out there, and we know that this whole mingling thing and everything ain't working in our favor all the time, let's just go to make deals, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go to make deals. You go to the hamburger place from the Korean or the Pakistani or whoever, and you don't love him at all, but you buy a hamburger. We just making deals. You don't ask how your mama doing. He don't say come and play golf. Looking like a loser coming over here trying to have something in common with people. Looking like a loser, homie. I said it. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Freeman, you know what I'm saying? Monday, January 4th, you're looking like a loser, partner. Over here telling people that I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying? I know these people. And I went over to so-and-so. And I dress up. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. Stick it in your back pocket. Again, Happy New Year. Didn't want to start it off wrong, but started it off strong, you dig? And that's all I got to say about that. Next time, partner.